Hello everybody, my name is Brock Fitzgerald. Tonight I am going to do a little thing on how to start off making a air compressor out of a bottle like this, plastic. And I'm going to show you guys the procedures you need to go through before you really start doing the nitty gritty. You can't just go to the nitty gritty automatically. You got to do some stuff beforehand. And you may notice that I am inside, and the reason that is because it's dark, and there are hundreds of mosquitoes out that could give you a disease. And if I would ever get out there and get a disease, well, that would not be good. Another reason is, I'm fixing to go to sleep. I don't know what time it is. I didn't check the time before making the video. But tonight I was wanting to show you guys some procedures if you want to make a simple air compressor out of a bottle like this, which is totally inexpensive. Now, just in case you're particularly wondering, can you put a lot of pressure in these? No. You can only put about 4 or 5 pounds in these. Over that, the pump could explode. I read on the directions, and it said if you get too much pressure in it, it could cause the pump to explode. And all it'll be is just a big old boost of air, which ain't that bad. But if you're talking about putting a lot of pressure in here, and then you end up making that thing blow up, well, it's not going to be a good night. And if you notice, I heard that beeping noise. That was me turning my air conditioner off. But never put too much pressure in these, because if you do, you will cause it to blow up. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys some stuff to do before you actually start to get to the nitty-gritty. First thing you need to do is, of course, this is a little balloon holder. You can pump balloons with it, which is one of the things I'm going to use this for. Another thing is I'm going to be using it to power a very small, probably about 3 or 4 pound whistle that I've got laying about on my bench out there that you might have saw before. And I was wanting to take you guys through some procedures to doing this. So first thing that you need to do, if it has a whole bunch of balloons in it, dip out the balloons, which is also self-explanatory, and then make sure that there are no visible leaks in it, and then use the pump here to pump some air in it. And the reason that we're pumping air is we're going to be doing a leak test, and the leak test does involve using the pump, pumping some air through it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump some air through this. As you guys can see, it's pumping some air. And in case you're particularly wondering, when do we stop pumping? Well, we stop pumping when the pump has a humongous amount of resistance. So whenever this pump right here has a humongous amount of resistance, we will stop pumping, and then we'll listen with our ears and look with our eyes to see if we can spot any air coming out. So we'll go ahead and pump. And I know to some of you guys this is sort of laborious, so I'm going to cut the camera off, and we'll be back to you once I get the pressure in it. Alrighty guys, so I just got finished pumping, and as you guys can see here, the rod is protruding from the pump, and that's also one indicator that you're getting quite a bit of pressure in this. And as you guys can tell, this thing's got quite a bit of resistance. So I'm going to pump it about 3 more times to, actually 1 more, to make sure that I have plenty of air in it. And now comes the time where we have to listen with our ear. I'm going to listen up here by the pump. Then we got just a tiny amount of leakness there. No problem, just tighten up the top a little bit. And if it's still there, that's no problem. It'll just leak out a little bit of air, which is common with most real air compressors. Most air compressors out there love to leak air. Even the real ones out there that you see at workshops. And whenever you take a car to get it repaired, you just hear that air compressor leaking, and then you hear that big old loud engine cut on, which is very common. So if you hear a tiny leak, even after you've tightened this up as tight as you can, don't worry about it. So after that, just let it sit here for about 5 minutes, and then you can let the air out of it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this thing sit here for 5 minutes, and I'll get back to you. Alrighty, guys. The 5 minutes is up. Actually, I didn't let it sit here for the full 5 minutes because I didn't want to keep the camera waiting. I actually tested this before making the video. I was just wanting to show you guys how to do this. So guys, that's pretty much it. This thing passed the inspection with flying colors. It passed the inspection with flying colors, which makes me extremely happy. And in a few episodes, you guys were able to see me make this into a jig to be able to power my whistle. You might also use it as you might also see me to use it do my drill press and help spray the burrs off of it, like whenever I'm going into wood. So now the final thing is to let out all the air. And it might take a minute because there's a lot of air in this. Hold your pump down too while you're at it, and then it'll go down by itself. So all the air's out of it, and it's ready to get into service using to power my little whistle that I'm going to use to power it. And as I said, I'm also going to be using it to spray the burrs off of my drill press after I get done drilling a piece of metal or wood. So guys, that's pretty much it. That is the first part on making an air compressor from a plastic bottle. And if you guys would like to, you guys can subscribe to my channel. And I would love it if you guys subscribe to my channel. And if you guys do subscribe to my channel, you guys will get notified whenever I post a video. So guys, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys on the next episode. See you then, and subscribe to the channel if you please. Thanks for watching.